What up, guys? It's Bash Brother 1 back at you with a Whiteout Survival Guide. This one here, we're going to dive into the heroes. Some of you guys maybe just, upgrading whatever hero you have the highest shard. That might not be the best move for you guys. So we're going to dive into it and see what's going to work best for you for your PvE or PvP. If you like attacking other players and you want to be competitive, you're going to have to spend some money, get some mythic heroes. So we'll start with the mythic right away, and then for the free-to-play players, you can skip this. I'll put a tag. You can just jump right to free-to-play. But the mythic players are going to be the strongest. If you're in a top clan, you're going to be following those guys into battle. Sometimes you're going to get kicked for other people. So, I just kind of want to explain the heroes a bit more for you guys for, basically not for the exploration, but expedition, because that's essentially what's critical, except for duels, And let's dive into that. So the first one I'm going to jump to is Zinman. Zinman is pretty critical if you want to gain power. Most people might not even realize. They just like his cool gun in the duels or the exploration. But let's just dive into him real quick here, guys. So one of the things we're going to look at is, see how he's got the green hammers? That's going to boost us. Like here, I'm upgrading and I should have him. Like if I want to get to a high town hall, I should be upgrading him, right? Since I am play to win, I speed up things. It would be cheaper for me in the long run. It just makes a lot of sense. But for you guys, if you guys get him, especially free to play, upgrade him. Get that construction speed up. Everything's going to go quicker for you. It's going to be less. Cost is going to be way less. When it comes to him, he's got, raising friendly troop damage. So really, would I be driving him into a PvP match? No, that's where we're going to dive into these other guys. Vitalia, everyone's strongest hero so far that's pay to win. She basically is just an attack boost. So my troops are going to get 20% chance of stunning enemy. That's awesome. Raise friendly troops. Anyone I bring into battle is getting a 25% raise. And once again, another 25% damage dealt. Critical, especially later on, when these PvE characters even get stronger. She's going to be critical for PvE and PvP. Molly, she is kind of, a lot of people are kind of secondary leveling her up. Troop attack, once again, damage dealt, a 50% chance. I'd rather, upgrade this one to level 5 before I go too crazy into this, because that's a chance skill. Doesn't mean it's a guarantee. This is a guarantee. So guarantee skills are better. Focus your skill books on there. And once again, Molly boost. So I can get 25 boost with her when she's level 5. My troops or everyone's troops, it's kind of a decision you guys all have to make. And finally, this one takes a while. You got to get VIP 7 to purchase him. Or if you win an event, it looks like they're giving him shards. Hero Nemo. Once again, boosting friendlies attack, boosting friendlies attack. So right there you got damage dealt and damage attack. So damage dealt and troops attack, those are pretty critical for PvP and PvE in the future. And then your troops, right? So typically a level 30 with tier 10 troops, it'd be smart to get this level skill highest first, because tier 10 troops are going to be stronger. So I'll focus on that, because I'm assuming I'll be tier 10 before anyone in my clan, unless there's another big spender. But yeah, okay, so free to play players. Let's dive into this. Okay, I just showed you the two strongest characters, Battaglia and Hero Nemo. Uh, let's look at it. They're infantry. In this game, you can notice when you go to infantry, they have an advantage over lancers. So that means lancers will have an advantage over marksmen, which means marksmen have an advantage over infantry. So all the pay-to-win players are going to have, strongest infantry. So free-to-play players, I'm going to suggest you focus on Bahiti. So the reason why I say focus on Bahiti, well, he's a marksman. It's going to even the playing field a bit. And his skills, it's going to reduce damage received, which is critical. Friendly troops. Once again, this one is a chance skill. So 50% chance. Level this guy up first. Try and get him the highest as you can. But this would be the first hero as a free-to-play that I'd level up. Yeah, let's focus on him. Get him as high level as you can. Get his skills as high as you can. Next, depending if you're PvE, so you're gonna go just attack Beast, we're gonna jump right to Gina. Gina comes up with the Cryptid. Easy to get her shards typically. Yeah, so she's actually it helps to reduce stamina, and then you're also gonna have faster march speed. So if you're on a lot and you want things to happen quick, it is like 100% boost one day. That it's annoying waiting, especially when it's a 5-minute march. That's 2.5 minutes. Everyone's gonna be happy that you have her leveled right up. So Gina's a good PvE player. There's no boost for PvP or even banners. I kind of keep her out of that. Let's stick to Sergei. Sergei is kind of like a tank. You got the shield infantry. Sergei is going to reduce enemies' attack. So it's going to protect your friendly troops. And then it's reducing troops' attacks of the enemies. So, that'll help a lot, especially for your tanks. Like if they're in there and say I join your rally against someone, you're giving me a boost, and that's critical. So if we got Sergei and Bahiti, right? So now you got two choices. For PvP, it depends if you have a ton of troops. Patrick, he adds health. His skills are kind of funny, but it's all about food. And it's going to increase your troops' health. And this one's interesting. Every 12 turns, your troops restore health. So that's kind of critical. So, it's kind of depending which one to be kind of higher level. Jessie, she's going to give you kind of like the reduce attack. So this one increases friendly troops damage, but then here decreasing all friendly damage received. Explore it a bit, guys. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't ran just Jessie, Bahiti, and Patrick, or Sergei, Bahiti, Patrick. But those 4 guys, you rotate in for PvP and banners. Gina, just stick to PvE with her. She seems cool. Like everyone's using her little avatar. She's not really meant for banners, fighting, and, just kind of keep her out of there. Now let's go actually probably one of the most critical components of the game. So we just talked with Mythic and then Epic. Let's talk about your common, or rare I should say. One day maybe rare common will show up in green. So we got Eugene. Eugene's sole purpose is wood, right? So if you're having output problems with wood, or when you go gathering, so if you send troops out, make sure if you're gathering for wood, add Eugene in there. That the maximum is going to be 25% faster. Then some of these names just start to make sense. Charlie, you can guess it, that's coal. So Charlie is going to give you, 10%, 25% boost for your coal mine at the highest. And once again, gathering speed is going to jump right up. So anytime you gather for coal, Charlie. Smith, you get it. Iron, Same thing, guys. Same skills. 10%, 25% is the highest. But you know, I should be leveling these guys up and getting these boosts. I'm kind of being lazy. Kind of waiting for an event again, maybe. Um, and then the last one is the Hunter Chloris, and Chloris is just going to give you boosts for meat, right? So yeah, so if you have four queues and you're gathering, make sure you have the appropriate, once again, I'll say it again, Charlie for coal for gathering, Smith for iron gathering, Chloris for meat, and then Eugene for wood. It's going to help you guys out a lot, especially those events, the strongest hero or chief, strongest chief event. There is a gathering event, and a lot of people don't realize that. So keep one of them, choose the material you want, make sure they're in that group, and go out and gather. Yeah, so basically, free to play, focus on your epic and your rares. That hopefully this game introduces some common. Like to see like a research character. Please don't make it mythic. But sometimes developers got to do what they got to do, right? When it comes down to it, guys, Hero Hall. If you want mythic shards, once you get the point chest high enough, trying to accrue them, use them. So far, I haven't seen any benefit of using 10 keys at once. Gear's another thing. I'm going to dive deeper into gear on another video. I'm still playing around with it. So far, free-to-play players, don't be leveling up anything, I would say, other than your blue equipment. Green and gray, when you get these from exploration, these guys come a lot. Really, you're just going to upgrade your green or your blue. Pay to win. If you're upgrading your purple, you're not going to be pay to win. You're going to fall behind. Only really upgrade your gold gear. But yeah, we'll dive into the gear later on. I felt like I tackled a lot of the heroes for you guys. Once again, hoping if you guys have any questions, put in the comments. Let's figure this out. Get dive deeper into it. Server 1 is pretty calm so far. Server 2, Server 3. Get ready. One day we'll meet you. Maybe it'll be a peaceful get together. All right, guys. Bash Brother 1 out. Love y'all.